You know, now that I think about it, this may be the first video that takes me over a month to finish. Technically. Because currently, oh fuck my camera's ass. Currently it is 7 p.m. Monday, June 30th, 2025. And what I'm going to be doing for this video is I'm going to be taking a walk outside for all 24 hours starting at 12 a.m. So currently we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 5 hours to wait. Can this not turn off, please? We have 5 hours to wait until it's midnight. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully I managed to make this video happen over the course of one day instead of it having to be over several days. But we'll see what happens. And yeah, I will update you guys once it is midnight. Here's another quick little video before the main portion of the video starts. Since the summer solstice was about a week ago, sunrise currently where I live happens at about 5:15 a.m. and sunset happens at about 9 p.m. So that's when sunrise and sunset happens. So you'll definitely be seeing light as early as 5 and as late as 9. Now, let's get back to where we were at 12 a.m. Alright guys, so it has been about 5 hours since our last clip. Currently it is 11:59 p.m. June 30th, and pretty soon it is going to be July in 20 seconds. This kind of feels like New Year's Eve. Only 20 seconds left of June. Once this clock hits midnight, we'll get up and we will start our walk. It's crazy. I hope I can get this all done in one day. But it is now officially, let it load. It is now officially July 1st, 2025. Look at that. Alright. Let's go on that walk now. The first walk out of all 24. Let's get it. To give you a little more info on what it looks like right now. It's pitch dark. Current temperature is 71 degrees. And I say for this first trip, we just walk around these first few buildings. Got a good glimpse of the area or a little bit of the area that we will be exploring. Yeah, it's the middle of the night right now, and it should start getting brighter out in about 4.5 hours from now. Somehow it's still over 70 degrees. I don't know how that's possible, but we out here. It's just some random ass bucket right there. Don't know what that's about. Someone just got home over there. But we're gonna go down this way. I'm gonna have to charge my phone after I film this too, so we have enough battery life for the 1 a.m. recording. Alright, we've made it a little further. I will tell you, we will go back there for a walk eventually. I don't know what time yet, but I'm thinking maybe 5 or 6. But we'll see. Let's start going over this way. It's very, very quiet right now. You can see a few stars in the sky. However, my camera quality is really ass, so you won't really be able to see it. It's gonna be this is going to be an all-day project. And normally, the late night hours from like 12 to 5 are usually the hardest to film because you need to stay up all night for them or wake up really early. So I'm trying to get these ones out of the way first, and then the daytime ones would be really easy if I don't manage to film all of them in just today alone. But we're gonna walk around this way, and then we're gonna walk back to my building, and that'll be the end of the 12 a.m. walk. So we'll cut for a bit. I'll update you guys once we are around this corner right here. Alright, we're now walking this way. We are now on the opposite side of the building. It's very dark out right now, so obviously the camera quality is going to be ass. It's probably going to look like this for 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and 3 a.m. as well. Probably 4 too. But, yeah. So, very eerie out here. Especially in the middle of the night. I've gone out this late before, but for video it feels kind of weird. Anyways, we're gonna start going back towards my apartment, and then next the 1 a.m. walk as this one comes to a close. We were just down there a little bit ago. Alright, now we're coming back to where we departed from. I'm gonna end this video up here, and I will see you guys in the next recording that'll happen at 1 a.m. And I will show you the clock whenever it is 1 a.m. Goodbye. Alright guys, it has been another hour. It is now 1 a.m. So, it's time for another walk. So I've been thinking about what routes I want to take when I take these walks. And I think for the 1 a.m. walk right here, we are going to go to the other side of my apartment complex and see what's up. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and go do, and let's get to that right now. And for everyone wondering, the current temperature right now is 69 degrees, so it's gone a little cooler since I was last out here. I hear cop sirens in the distance, so I kind of want to go see what's going on. So let's go ahead, and this time instead of going that way, we're gonna go this way. Alright, we out here. It's currently 1 a.m. And just so I'm clear, I'm not faking the times that I film these videos at all. Like, it's actually, like, I swear it's actually 1 in the morning right now. And this video itself is gonna be pretty difficult to make. I'm doing the hardest bit first. One thing for sure is that if you're ever out this late, just walking around, be very wary of your surroundings. Because there's some sketch ass motherfuckers out here, bruh. That red car is gone now, so now I can go this way. So I think instead, we're gonna walk through this way. Past my complex, Mine is the one with the light up there at the top. That's where we just were a good 5 minutes ago. But we're gonna go all the way through this way. Just now realized you can see Satan up there. It's wild. The Las Vegas Raiders. They've been doing pretty ass the last few years. But hey, it's whatever. But we out here. Probably gonna end this walk soon. For the 2 a.m. walk, we'll definitely go over there. But for now, I'm pretty fucking tired. So I think for now, I'm gonna go back in the crib. And I'll come back out in another hour and we'll go see what's over there. So, until then, we're gonna take this balcony for a little change of scenery. Alright. At the top of the stairs. Hella fucking bugs. But what the fuck was that? We're gonna go this way. And then this is my room right here. AC is currently running. And then this, and then these 3 windows right here. That is my homie's crib. But yeah, we're gonna call it quits on the 1 a.m. walk right now, and I'll see you guys again at 2 a.m. Alright guys, it has been another hour. It is now 2 a.m. and this time I think we're finally going to go over to the place that I was talking about earlier. And if you're wondering, the current temperature right now is 67 degrees. And we're gonna go over to the other side of this apartment complex. Still dark out. It should start to get light out in about 3 hours from now. But yeah, currently it is 2 in the morning. And we're gonna walk that way. Actually, before we go over there, we're gonna go over there first because there's lots of sprinklers that are going off over here. Oh yeah, this is also about the time that whenever my grandpa was still working, this is right around the time whenever he would wake up to start getting ready for work. Since he would have to leave for work at like, the fuck? He would have to leave for work at like 4 in the morning each day. And if you're wondering, currently it's 2:04 a.m. and there's sprinklers going off here, which I never thought I would have seen before because I've never seen sprinklers over here. But yeah, sprinklers are going off. Alright, let's start going over this way. And then I think next I will discuss my plans when it's 3 a.m. But right now I'm thinking for 3 a.m. we go down towards the actual office, and then for 4 a.m. we go to the neighboring apartment complex and start exploring over there. But for this 2 a.m. walk, we're gonna take things nice and easy. All right, we've made it to the other side of the complex, and we're gonna start going down this way. There's actually some people awake right now, which is surprising considering it's 2 in the morning. Alright, let's go over this way. And then for the 3 a.m. walk, we'll go further down that way and explore what's down there. But for now, we're just gonna go this way. It's weird being out here so late. It's also weird because I'm not really that tired yet. Alright, we've walked a little more. We are now at the back of the complex. That's the Z building, and over there is the double Z building, which only very few people live in. But over there, way down there, are the convenience stores. Over there is a daycare, and the neighboring apartment complex is actually behind that daycare. We'll be going there for the 4 a.m. walk and beyond. So stay tuned for that. But for now, we're gonna walk back up this way, back towards the crib. Because at the same time, I don't think I told you this yet, but as I'm recording these videos, at the same time, I'm also taking 10-minute screenshots of my wallpaper, since it copies real time and how it looks outside real time into a CapCut edit that I'm gonna upload to, I don't know if I'm gonna upload it or not. I'll probably upload it to YouTube the same day that this video gets uploaded. Oh, look at that. There's more sprinklers running over here. Hopefully none of them are spraying on the sidewalk. This one's coming towards the sidewalk. That sprinkler right there. Okay. There's hella sprinklers up here. But man, look at that. It's almost reaching me. Alright. Anyways, I'm gonna start walking back towards the crib. So I'm gonna end the 2 a.m. walk right here, or the video at least. And I'll see you when it's 3 a.m., aka the witching hour. Goodbye. I have returned once again for another walk. It is now 3 a.m. exactly. It is exactly the witching hour. And it is time to go to the office. Satan is still on the porch, doing whatever he does, but it is time for this walk. And don't forget, I always remember to tell you guys the temperature. The current temperature right now is 65 degrees. So it's been getting cooler and cooler throughout the morning. But for now, it is time to go to the office and go see what's down in that area. Some of the sprinklers are still running back there. And some people who have to work really early in the morning are starting to leave. The sprinklers that were running during the 2 a.m. walk have all turned off for some reason. They might turn on later whenever I'm walking back. But hey, the office is way the hell down there. So that is our destination, and I'll update you guys once we're closer to that point. Some weird ass noise is coming from in there, like some weird ass humming noise and a whole bunch of sprinklers. Still darker than shit out, But that's not going to last too much longer. It's going to be this walk and then the 4 a.m. walk. That is going to look like this. Once it's 5 a.m. though, there's going to be more light. Trust. We're walking further down right now. Right now, we're getting pretty close to the office. We're also going to go to a playground during this walk, which just so happens to be really close to the office. And, what the fuck? And the pool, which is just down over here. In fact, the office is actually this building right up here. And the playground is just over yonder in fucking pitch darkness over there. And we're gonna go over there after we check out the office. I'm pretty sure the pool is also open this summer, because last year this pool was not open all year. And there's been people in there, so I know it's open. Anyways, here's the office. We've made it down. And there's a Cybertruck here. And for the 4 a.m. walk, we're gonna go to that complex way down there. And yeah, I think now we're gonna go over to the park, and then I think we're gonna call this video wraps. And then after that, I'm going to walk back to my crib, and then I'll come back out again for the 4 a.m. walk, it's probably going to look very similar to what it looks like now and how it's been looking throughout the entire course of the video so far. But let's go over here towards the park. You can barely see it if I zoom in a little bit. In fact, there's actually another complex further down. But that's not the complex that we're going to be going to for the 4 a.m. walk. We'll save that one for during the day hours. Alright, we are now at the park, which is just over here. It's dark as fuck on the camera. You can barely even see it. But if you were here with me right now, you would tell that we're at a playground. Someone's revving their engine somewhere. I don't know where. We'll probably go through this area for the 6 a.m. walk. Actually, no. We'll go through that area for the 5 a.m. walk. And then for 6 a.m., I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. Yeah, this is the park here. It's dark as fuck. Anyways, I think I'm going to start heading back to the crib, because I also have to focus on the other video that I'm currently working on as well, while I'm filming this one. I told y'all, I have banger videos planned, and this is just the first one. I just realized my camera's blurry as fuck. What the fuck's going on? Alright, I'm going to head back towards the crib, and yeah, I will see you guys for the 4 a.m. walk. Goodbye. And just like that, another hour has passed. It is now 4 a.m. It is time to go to the neighboring apartment complex. It looks like Satan has forgotten that there is a door right there that he can go through. But anyways, let's go. So guys, I come outside and I'm greeted with the first little bit of light of the day. And if you're wondering the exact time right now, it is 4:02 a.m. and the first little bit of light has shown. The current temperature right now is 64 degrees. So it's perfect temperature right now for an early stroll like this. I actually wasn't expecting there to be light out at 4 in the morning. Like, look at that. There's already so much. It's crazy. That's how you know it's just gonna look even crazier, but by the time it's 5 a.m. Sprinklers are still out. But I think now we're gonna head over to the Beckett. And for the 4 a.m. walk, I'm gonna show you the more darkish way to go through. And for the 6 a.m. walk, I will show you the more casual way to go through. But if you want to go the more secret way, you're gonna have to walk through here. This is the way we went for the 2 a.m. walk. Now there's more light over there. But we're gonna be going over this way. And we're gonna be going through a hole in the fence, which is perfect for us to go through. So I'll see you once we get to that turn up there. Alright, so in order to get there, we're gonna have to walk through this area. Some sprinklers are on over there. And because of how wet this path is, the fuck is this? Oh, it's a piece of a vape. Hell no. It's wild. Anyways. Ooh, the grass is wet as fuck. Holy hell. Then we're gonna have to make a right up here. And even though there's some light outside, it's still really fucking dark in some places. Like over here, for instance. The hole is right up here. And that window you see there is part of the neighboring complex. In fact, they were doing construction over here in this area for a few weeks. They stopped that like a week ago. But now, we are now in the neighboring apartment complex, and I have to make sure I don't trip over anything. And then right over here, we're walking towards the place where I saw a completely vacant apartment when I was walking with my homie last evening. But yeah, in fact, it was this one right up here. That one right there, with all the lights still on. But we're gonna keep going, and our destination for the 4 a.m. walk is this area right up here. And don't worry, I already have the 5 a.m. walk and the 6 a.m. walk already planned out. And for the 5 a.m. walk, we will not be coming to this complex. Instead, we will be going through the backside of my complex. Right over here is a little hangout spot that we're going to be walking over to. Right there. Alright, we've made it. It is currently 4:08 a.m. Sun is finally starting to come up. I'm tired as fuck. But thankfully, I only have to do this once an hour. So that makes me happy. But anyways, now we're here at this spot. This is where we were hanging out earlier. My God. That smoke detector's still going off after all this time. It was going off whenever we were here earlier. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go over this way. I think once we're over there is where we are going to cut this video off as well as the 4 a.m. walk. Now, of course, I still have to walk all the way back, but I'm not going to record that part. Still pretty dark over there. Over here, though, some light is starting to show up. Sunrise is in about an hour from now, since right now it's 4:10. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next walk, the 5 a.m. walk. So I got a little something to eat. It's 5 a.m. now, and there's finally light coming through the curtains through my room. But anyways, it is time to go on our 5 a.m. walk. I plan on this one being a little shorter than the other ones, but hey, we'll see what happens. Let's go. First off, we'll take a look outside. Satan went back outside even though I let him in. And as you can see, it is a lot brighter outside now. The sun is finally starting to rise. I say we head over there now. We'll say this is a drastic difference compared to 4 a.m. Let's go. The birds are chirping. It's finally getting brighter outside. Oh yeah, and the current temperature right now is 62 degrees. So it's cooled down almost 10 degrees since I first started recording at 12 a.m. As you can see, it's getting pretty bright out. And we're gonna go explore the backwoods of my apartment complex. The sprinklers are still running, and there is literally one that is spraying right through the fucking walkway right here. What is this bullshit? I'm just gonna yoink around that and go through this wet ass grass. I'm dodging so many fucking sprinklers right now. Let's get out here though. Oh yeah, here we go. Now you can see the sunrise. It is currently 5:04 a.m. The sun has finally risen. And we're going right in there. Alright. We're almost there now. We're going back here. I mentioned that we would go back here eventually when I was on the 12 a.m. walk. Let's go. Before we go over there though, we're gonna head over here real quick so you can take a look at Mount Rainier in the distance, way down there, about 45 miles south of us. Alright. Now we can go through this area back here. Back through the woods. One last look at the sunrise before we head back here. Alright. Let's go. Alright. So, new plan for 7 a.m. I've decided where I want to go for 7 a.m. Crows. And it's going to be going to the basketball courts. Because there's basketball courts nearby. Why the fuck is there a random ass vacuum cleaner over here? What the fuck? Bro, why is there just some random ass fucking vacuum cleaner just out here? Bro, whose vacuum cleaner is this? Does it still work? I don't know if this thing still works or not. I don't see the plug-in. The plug-in's gone. You can see the park there. The park that we went to for the 3 a.m. walk. But we're gonna go back over this way to go further into these woods, or this little area over here. Just past these. Still, it's not completely daylight out. It's still a little dark out. Street lamps are still on. But it is getting to that time of day to where people are gonna start to get up. And here we are, arriving at the park again. This time we'll actually get on it instead of just observing it like we did it for the 3 a.m. walk. And then I'll probably end the video once we get up there. Are we here? EBK has been printed on the slide. But I say we get up this thing right here with just one arm so I can record with the other one. Not to mention I have fucking sandals on right now. So this should be interesting. Oh. Okay. It actually wasn't that bad. You can see the pool right there. And just beyond that is the apartment complex that we went to for the 4 a.m. walk. Now, we'll be going back over there for the 6 a.m. walk. But until then, I'll see you once it is 6 a.m. Goodbye. No. At this point, it low-key just seems like the day is going by pretty fast. It is now 6 a.m. You can kind of see it. But it's time to go for our next walk. And I kind of have some things to talk about while we're on our way to our destination for this hour. But I'll get to that soon. First off, as you can see, it is a lot brighter out now. It's the beginning of the day, 6 in the morning, and we're gonna go to the neighboring apartment complex's office. But first, we're gonna take a look out here, as well as Satan, who's still out here for some reason. Even though there's literally a doggy door right there that he uses. As you can see, the sun's starting to come up a little bit over the buildings. And I think we're gonna go ahead and head over to the office. First, I'm gonna go grab my keys though. Alright, we out here. The current temperature right now is 61 degrees. And I think this is going to be the lowest it gets for the whole day. Because now the sun's up and it's supposed to start getting warmer from here on out. I think the high temperature today is supposed to be like 84 degrees. But that's not until like 3 or 4 p.m. So we have a while until then. There's a big ass puddle here now from the goddamn sprinklers. But no, the sun is way more out. The sun has risen, and now, as you can see, the sun is here. 6 a.m. is the first hour of the day, is our first walk where we have the sun out. Let's look at that. And of course, Mount Rainier in the distance. Gorgeous. People are out right now walking their dogs. Right around this time is also the time I would wake up for school, because my bus would come to our bus stop at about 6:45. But yeah, finally, it is day. No more nighttime. For a while at least. Not until 10 p.m. We only have 2 more nighttime walks, and they're not going to be until the very end. Thankfully. But right now, I think it's time that we make our way towards the office so I can show you around there for our 6 a.m. walk. And then, as a reminder, for 7 a.m., I will be showing you the basketball courts that are down by our office. Garbage man, way down there. Here we are, walking along this trail. This is the dog park right here. We will come to this dog park for the 8 a.m. walk. I've made my decision already. We'll come here for the 8 a.m. walk. It's a nice and easy walk. Early morning. Crisp. 61 degrees right now. I'm out here in a t-shirt and fucking sandals. I'm actually not that cold right now. However, this sandal's starting to piss me off. Alright, I'll cut until we are closer to the other apartment's office. Dog park. Alright, so this is where the garbage man was picking up garbage. And the other entrance to the other apartment complex is right down here. This sandal's hurting the hell out of my foot. I have no idea why. It's hurting the top of the foot. But here we are, fucking 6 in the morning, just walking around. Currently it's 6:10, so we've already been out here for like 10 minutes. But we are almost there. Alright, right here is another entrance to the neighboring apartment complex from our 4 a.m. walk. Right through here. There's a squirrel right there. I don't know if you just saw it. But then you can come over this way. And then right here is the office. And then right here is a little hangout area. Which, if I should be able to open it. Yeah. Right here. This whole area. You got another area over there. And then the swimming pool. There's also a gym here, which I used to go to like really often. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it quits to the 6 a.m. video. I'm gonna start walking all the way back to my crib so I can hang out, maybe sleep for a little bit possibly, and then be awake again for the 7 a.m. walk. However, I don't think I will be falling asleep, but for now we're just gonna go ahead and cut this off, and I will see you at the 7 a.m. walk. And there's a snail right there, look at that. Alright. So, as you can see, it is currently 7, but before we start our next walk, at 6:30, the phone died. So I kind of went into a state of panic because I had to charge my phone so I could record the 7 a.m. walk. It's at 14% right now, which is gonna be good enough to get us to the basketball courts and back, and to document it. I will update you guys once I get ready to go, and I'll see you then. It is currently 60 degrees outside, so it's gotten a little cooler. Before we actually start the walk, if you guys want to say hi to Satan is... sometimes he's nice, but sometimes he is a piece of shit. Anyways, here, this is what the area looks like now that it's 7 a.m. There's already some planes flying in the sky. Dude, it's so weird being up all night. Alright, let's go ahead and start our walk. Like stated previously, it is currently 7 a.m. right now, and the current temperature outside is 60 degrees, which is weird because it was 71 at midnight. There's the sun right there. And I think we're gonna start off by walking this way. This is the way we came from our 2 a.m. walk. It says King right there. There's my room. And the homie's crib is right there. We're gonna walk around this way to go to the basketball courts with a can of Budweiser that was left. That was not there when I came that way at 2 in the morning. Alright, do a 0.5 shot. Because honestly, 0.5 looks better. Let me know what you guys think. Next time I do some videos, do you guys want me to use 0.5, which looks like this, or just normal like this? I think 0.5 honestly looks a little better. I'm gonna start using that. Not in this video though. But yeah, it's really sunny out now. And it's supposed to be sunny all day today, which means that I picked a good day to do this video. What sucks though is that last night I stayed up really late as well. Not the night I've been filming these videos, but the night before that I stayed up really late again. And I only ended up getting like 4-5 hours of sleep that day. So I've been awake for almost 24 hours now, off of 5 hours of sleep. Yeah. And I have to be up until fucking midnight tonight. Technically 11:50. Oh, fuck. Alright. Enough yapping. Let's start going down to the basketball courts. People are starting to wake up now, which is good. I'm probably the only motherfucker in this entire complex that's been awake all night. I bet you everybody else in this complex has gotten at least 1 hour of sleep tonight besides me. Alright, so this sandal is pissing me off. It keeps hurting the top of my foot, so now we're just walking like this. I have to walk clear the fuck down there to get to the basketball courts. So since you guys already know what it pretty much looks like outside, I'm just gonna cut down. I'm just gonna cut to the point to it that I get to the basketball courts, basically. So you should see me by that power line right now. Wow. And I just now realized that I'm an idiot, because it just came back to me that we're not going to basketball courts, but we're going to soccer courts. I don't know why this whole time I thought that they were basketball courts. I've lived here for over a fucking year, and I've known that they were soccer courts. Anyways, the soccer courts are just up here behind that white van you see. Alright, we are almost there. Nice summer weather happening right now. There they are, right up there. Alright, here we are. Oh yeah, this is also the bus stop. That's where I got picked up. If the video did pick up the name of this place, I'm gonna blur it out for privacy reasons. Unless you're from Washington, then you probably already know where I am. Just don't fucking hunt me down, okay? Anyways, here's the basketball courts. This is actually the first time I've ever, like, been in here before. Like, I've never come in here for nothing. So because I'm not a soccer kid. I'm more of a football kind of guy. Football as in American football. But the main road is right there. And the power lines keep going over there. And this is the soccer court. And that concludes our 7 a.m. walk. The next walk is gonna be our 8 a.m. walk. And that's going to be to the dog park, which is a slightly less shorter of a walk than it is to here. In fact, it's actually about twice as short. So, until then, I will see you in that clip. Peace out. Alright guys, so I have a quick little note before we continue on with this video. So, after the 7 a.m. walk, I stayed awake for like another 30 minutes, but then I ultimately ended up falling asleep finally. And I didn't wake back up again until like noon. So instead of continuing the walks today, we're going to pick up on the walks again tomorrow, starting with the 8 a.m. walk on July 2nd, which means this video is going to have to be delayed one day now. So, hey. I needed the fucking sleep though. I was tired as hell after pulling an all-nighter. But anyways, yeah. So whenever you see footage of the 8 a.m. walk tomorrow, just know that it's the next day. And it's supposed to be a little more cloudy tomorrow, because if you look outside right now, currently it's 5:21 p.m. while I'm filming this. And if you look outside, it is completely, it's a fully blue sky out, and it's gonna look like this for the rest of the day. So, but once it's tomorrow, we will pick up the walks again. See you then.